Okay, we're
Okay.
good.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
let's do a little intro real quick. Hi,
Robin
this
and
is Todd
Priscilla, we can't
Schneider.
see
It's
you.
little after 7 o'clock on Wednesday evening, July the 3rd. We're going to talk about lead gen with distressed and off-market properties. And we're going to go through several points, and it's going to be basically an open discussion. And we're going to also show people how to pull their own. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway,
Great.
let's get back to North Kingstown. Okay. We've got multiple, again, I find it difficult to believe there's no probates in your area.
Well,
Okay, we got some viability scores. Let's see what we have here. Multi first. When it goes to multi, first of all, this is the PIN program. Okay. This is the PIN program that I don't know, I think it's about $3,000 a year. I pay it once a year and I get a little discount, so it doesn't cost me that much when I pay it for a year. But this is the Connected Investors PIN program. So I can bring up zip codes, I can bring up an entire city and search that way. And then I start breaking it down. Vacants, when it says multiple, it means that there's at least two motivations. Maybe it's a probate, maybe it's I've got a list pendants filed, whatever. There is some type of motivation that's a negative, if you will, and multiple might have a tax lien. So let's go into this area right here. Here's one. Let's see what we have. But it's going to bring up everything. You might get some commercial mixed in there too. Oceans Woods Drive, multiple layers, multiple. It's vacant. It has a high viability score, and I'll show you all that in a minute. And it is the absentee owner. I don't have a photo on it. Built in 1989. Let's get down to the mortgage. Merrill Lynch, not terrible. Must be a second home. Estimate.
balance is only 70 grand.
That's what it's saying. They may have taken a second out and it just doesn't reflect. Seconds don't always reflect. It must have been on the market. Let's see. Was it on market? It says it's off market right now. This is pretty good. It's not 100%, but it's in a debt of 103 and the equity is about 502. What's it saying?
Sell it.
Yeah. And this is something that would happen. This is not going to go REO. They have a ton of equity. So this right here is going to get sold before it ever goes. Okay. It's probably a second home if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's by the water.
All right, let's zoom in here. See what we got along this little. That's a one bed, one bath. Cute.
Oh, that's cute.
That shack's worth for 385,000.
Yep.
Okay. Vacant property, absentee owner, probably a second home, weekend home or whatever. We had those when I was growing up.
Oh, that's called Plum Point. Yeah, that's a good spot.
Where's this?
A little over 500. What's the multi-vacant, high viability, and absentee owner? Probably a second home, most likely. Could be primary, but I doubt it.
I'm gonna see if what
Anyway,
is
what
what's
I
the
wanted to
address
show
on
you is, here's
what
what I want to show you. All right. Let me zoom back out.
what's the address on that? Do we have addresses?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to just see if it was on the
Well,
market.
here, why don't I just, this is where, let me do this. Okay.
So
Let me go to my list view. Okay. I'll tag those.
So are you searching for homes that you can put into express offers or what's the other one? Um, open door?
Mhm.
Oh,
And others that we can tap. And we'll talk about that here.
okay.
Okay, they're all tagged. I want to, we're gonna call this Rhode Island
Your background is required.
0703. You gotta label these properly.
And you put the zip code or no, that's fine.
Oh, that would have been good. And
That's-
that gave me the entire list. Okay.
Hmm.
It's ready to download. This is how quick it is for me.
Is this what you did with everybody's zip codes?
I haven't done everybody. Now we're going to do some of them. We're going to do them all
good.
tonight.
Oh, good, okay.
Here it is. It's ready to open. Excel. And this is what you're going to get.
Oh, look at all those.
Okay. Let me move that. How do I move that out of the way? Move it up there. Okay. You get all the addresses. It gives you a range of value. Stop it. Let's see. Some people will have negative equity sometimes. That's rare anymore. Where are we at? Where are we at? We got the full
Well,
ad.
It's all in one zip code, that's a lot. It looks like a lot to me.
Okay, we got the owner's last name. Separate it because you have to separate them when you skip trace them. Or if you just want a full name in one block, you can get it. All right. It will give you the purchase date, the purchase price, if it's known, if they've got it. And this is giving me some phone numbers out of this program, but I'll spend the 9 cents and get the numbers I want. Okay. And we get some emails out of it too. Not a lot, but some. And we also have the mailing address.
Here we go.
And that's what I was doing today. I was out. I left at 8 a.m., 8:15. Stopped and got some coffee and a McMuffin, and I took off. And I got back at 6:10. I took one of these lists. I went driving in the areas, and excuse me, and I did some door knocking. I got 2 potentials. So I'm practicing what I preach. Is
There you
what I'm
go.
saying. Okay. So
And when you did this, Todd, what were you looking for? Were
I'm
you
looking.
knocking on everything?
Okay, here's the way the conversation goes. All right. Hi, I'm Todd, blah, 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 blah. Some of them I'll call. It's going to be the same conversation. Saw your house, or I was driving through the neighborhood, whether I was or wasn't, doesn't make a difference if I call them on the phone. I noticed your house. I went looking around, and your address wound up on one of my lists. And some people will say, well, what list is that? Because I'm going to ask them if they would consider an offer on their property. Okay. And they're going to, is there a for sale sign out front? Well, but you wound up on one of my lists. And then the assholes are gonna be, well, what list is that? Well, sir, and then I'll lower the tone a little bit, and it's one of the lists where it says that you're a little bit behind. So I was reaching out to see if there's something you might want to do. You might consider selling it, or there's other programs out. That's the tone that I take, and I bring it down. They're getting loud. I'm bringing it down. You might have missed some payments, or it's a probate, and I see that it's on my list. It's a probate property, so I would imagine one of your relatives passed away. And I was just curious if you're thinking about keeping it and living in it or something, or maybe turning it into a rental, or possibly even selling it. That's the tone. That's the way I talk to them. I bring it down, try to be a little sympathetic. I want to be an asshole. You know, hey, your dad, your Gertrude died. I want to buy that house. Come on, buddy. You know, it's not, you understand.
Billy,
All
yeah.
right. So anyway, but this has got a lot of information. And then I go to I get this shit all the damn time. Can you see this shit?
Mm-hmm.
I get texts like this 2 or 3 times a day. I don't know anybody. I just report junk, move on. Do you all get any of this?
Where are you looking? I get stuff all day long.
Oh, it's people fishing.
Oh,
You know,
I get,
hi, how are you? I don't know this person from Adam.
yeah, I hate that. Hey, and then they just want you to answer.
Yeah, exactly. Where am I going? Probably under wholesale. Where's my batch? Oh. And this is what I use to skip. If I want to do a single skip, if I just happen to see something and I want to come back and do a single skip, or I can do a bulk. And I just upload the Excel spreadsheet, tell it what I want. Now, one of the things that is tricky when you get these lists, if they do not live in that property, you don't want to skip that address. You want to skip the mailing address where the tax records or the tax bills go. Okay. Same thing with raw land. If you're looking for raw land and you find a piece of raw land, if you're going to do a skip trace, you don't skip if there happens to be an address associated with that piece of parcel or that lot or whatever it is. You don't even want to skip that because they don't live there. You want to skip where they live and then tie the two together on the back end. Okay, so you know what property you're talking about. So
What you just pulled, you would just upload here.
yes, but I would eliminate a lot of stuff. I would save
That's
my
all of
master sheet. Okay. But then I don't care about all this. I care about the names and the mailing address. Where did oh, I must did I collapse it? Anyway. Where'd I go?
Oh, yeah, H.
Yeah, I collapsed it. I look at these things so much that I can't. Oh, here we go. The mailing address. This is what I would skip. And then come back to it and marry them up and copy and paste back in. Okay.
Gotcha.
Because here we got a PO box. Believe it or not, batch skip can skip POs in many instances. And the great thing about batch is if you give it 100 or 1,000 or whatever, let's say you give it 1,000, it's not uncommon for me to skip 500 to 1,000. Okay. It costs you 9 cents a piece, but you only get charged for what they find.
Oh,
If
that's
they
good.
find it, then you don't get charged with it. A lot of other services do charge you regardless. You pay for the 1,000 and you may get 910. Okay. But they don't charge you for it. And some of them do. But I like these email addresses because then I can do a drip campaign on those too. Okay.
Okay, so in the instance of those that you have pulled for folks or whatnot, so of course, I mean, we'll all pay you the 9 cents. Or it is, of course, that side, but how can, so,
Oh.
all right, I'll let you go.
No.
I'm
me
thinking
go back here.
processes of, yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Robin. Is Robin Hunt still on here? I can't even see because I've got it.
Still here. I can't get my camera to work for some reason. I have a new computer and I'm learning it.
I think it must be operator error.
It is. I gotta read and figure it out.
Briselia came in a minute ago. She was upside down, so don't feel bad, Robin.
I never had that one there.
All right, we got Bowie, Maryland. Let's see what we got going on in Bowie. We got 68 multiples. Oh, we got 41 pre-foreclosures. Good, good.
It is a hot area for foreclosures.
Let's see what your multiples look like.
Oh, there's one with 27. Wow.
27 what?
No,
Oh, no. You got 4 and 9 and 4 and 12 and 2 and 3. This is in the zip code.
Yeah, there's one with
But
27.
see, when if I click the 27, watch what happens. See, then it opens up to that area. That's where that 27 is. Okay. Now zoom out, and you're going to get the same thing. See.
Yeah.
So let me see. I can move that up here out of my way. And we only got only 5 in a viability score. Okay. I want to do the pre-foreclosures. I want to pull these right here, right now. And one of the things about this program, I talked to the owner of the company or the co-owner or whatever, a while ago. And I can't tell you the name of the company, but some of these pre-foreclosures that we're pulling, it depends on the area and blah 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 blah. There's a difference, but some of these Liz Penn's has not been filed yet, but it's being reported. And
Why would that be?
There is a major company tied to them, and they are reporting it through this system because they want to get it sold one way or the other. They don't really want to buy it, and they want a wholesaler or an investor to come in and buy it up, pay it off, and that way they're not stuck with an REO.
Okay.
And let's just say they're huge. Okay, and leave it at that. Okay, I want to export these. What is it?
20721
221.
Bowie, Maryland.
I do this a certain way. Let me
Oh,
be.
sorry.
Because I do this the same way all the time, and then when I put it into files, it's easy for me to search. All right, let's pull it. Now, a month, I have 25,000 of these I can pull. 25,000 individual properties. So you saw how fast that was.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we got a negative equity. Oh, well.
That's a game, yeah.
I'm going to save as. Let me find. All right, Robin.
Yes.
What's your email?
RAIN, V as in victory.
Oh, rain notices at rain companies.
Rain
No.
vests, right? Rain
Yeah,
vest.
rain vest. RAINV.
Oh, sorry.
IN.
Hang on. Start over. RA.
RAIN like rain.
Uh-huh.
VESTS. Vest. V as
Oh,
in
Victor.
Victor. VESTS at Yahoo.
Yes, ts@yahoo.
Yes,
There you are.
that's it.
What was it? 207
2-1.
21 zip code. I'll just send all 41. But hang on. While we're in here. Oh, shoot. You don't want to. Streets and trips is how I put together my routing. Let's go back. And let me do the multiples. You might be able to do these too.
Okay.
207 21 4 6. Oh, come on, you're supposed to just open, for goodness sakes. Here we go. There you go.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Now, some of those you're not want to fool with, okay? But you, what am I saying? You've been around the block, you understand this.
Mhm. Yes,
Okay. But let me say it just for posterity, if you don't mind. You understand?
of course.
Some of these are going to be great. Okay. The multiples and this, that, and the other, I wouldn't mess with any commercial, even if it's small commercial, because they might be on that list. Okay.
Mhm.
And some banks may own them on the multiples. The bank owned is one of the things. You can reach out to the bank though. You can reach out to that bank if it's local, and many of them are local, and say, hey, you've got a property that technically you own. What are you doing to get rid of it? And see if you can help them get rid of it. Some of the smaller and more regional banks, they will
Mhm.
consider. Okay.
Oh, great. All right.
The big ones, no, it's a behemoth, and the B of A's and the Deutsche Banks and all of those. No, forget it.
Right.
You're
Right.
going nowhere. They have a process. But then there's going to be in there the pre-foreclosures. I hope you all know how to talk to a pre-foreclosure. Some of them people are going to call, and people have been calling them. You're not the first one. Okay, they may cuss you out. Um, they may say all kinds of things. They may say there's only basically 6 things they can say if you ask them if they would consider an offer. Yes, no, how much will you give me? How did you get my number? And I always use the phrase, "Well, how did you get my number?" Well, I looked it up on LexisNexis, and sometimes I get lucky. That type of thing. Um, but some people will get real serious, or no, they'll say, no, not right now, but I might consider it for selling in the future. You always ask them permission if you could reach out to them periodically, that sort of thing. Hey, I'm still around, or maybe once a month, once every 45 days. And
Hmm.
you got KV Core. Okay. You can text, you can email, that type of thing. I strongly recommend you building out a campaign. And I think Matt, Carolyn, you
Did
still
a
on?
Yeah, Matt did a recording on how to do that, so I'll send that out as well. But yeah, it's so helpful to have this, and then, okay, step 1, 2, 3, what do we do next?
Well, you want to build out, basically you're building out a campaign. You either, in this case, it's 6 to 12 months, whatever you want to do. And then once you call them, or sometimes knock on their door, especially if you know it's a smoking hot property, then you may want to go door knock and if they don't answer. Okay. But put them on that drip campaign and periodically just pick up the phone and give them a call. Now let's set some expectations. Okay. Basically to count on when you're not used to cold calling people out of the blue, and keep in mind that you are not calling them to sell them something. You're calling them because you want to buy something. Just check with your state. But on the federal level, if you're asking to purchase something from them, you're not prohibited from the calling thing, the 10 DLC, whatever the hell it is. You're not prohibited from that because you're asking them if they want to make sell something. Okay. Now, I think Texas may have changed that recently. Maybe it was South Carolina. One of them may have made some kind of change to that. So check with your state. Reach out to your state compliance person. All right, they should know. Okay. And if they don't know, I guarantee you corporate knows. Okay. But I mean, EXP is what I'm saying. Okay. But let's set it.
Find that out very easily internally too, if anybody
Yeah.
needs to know that.
Yeah. You can use express offers. I've got a couple of people you can use. Just, I'm not going to steal your deal. That's, I'm giving you stuff. Okay. I'm not going to steal your deal.
No, I don't think anybody thinks that. And I know
Okay.
Matt's got a whole group of people with investors too. A lot of
Yes,
maybe
Matt.
some of you on here does. Yeah.
Yes, Matt would be a good resource as well. But let me say this, okay, right, just right up front. When you're new to this and fairly new, even if you're a comfortable real estate agent, you can sit down at the coffee shop and talk shop all day long. These people, whether they're behind their investor, the old tired landlords, and we have done a whole series on this, all the different things, probate properties and stuff. Figure between 100 and 200 of these you're going to have to call to get a deal in 90 days. And by a deal, I mean, if you've got the cash money and you want to make the cash offer and take it down, hey, more power to you. Okay. But if you want to try to put it on the market listed for sale or get them a cash offer, and I always start with the cash offer, okay, because I know they're not going to like it. So your goal is, it's in distress. Your goal is, hey, I got 2 or 3 cash offers for you. They don't like any of them because they know that they've got $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 worth of equity. Okay. So then at that point, you shift gears and say, well, I didn't originally call you because I wanted to list your property. I just wanted to get a cash offer and get your property sold for you. But I have the best of both worlds. I can slap a sign in the yard and go out and get your top dollar for it. Now, some of these things are going to be run down. They're going to be dated, gutters falling down, roof all tore up. You're going to see this. Okay. And I see it all the time, but you're going to get them the top dollar and get more exposure through the ML. But some of them don't want to fool them. Believe it or not, there is a lot of people out there that will trade speed and convenience for equity. They will. There's a ton of them that do it all the time. Okay. So you have to decide on, I always start with the cash offer. And then if that doesn't work or they get something they don't like, then move on to hey, let me slap a sign in the yard. That's what I want anyway. Okay. I'm going to make more money that way. Okay. Just be frank. Okay. And at the same time, you are solving a problem for them. Okay. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm keeping moving on. I think we got Robin taken care of. Let me go back to my list. Brenda, you still with us?
Yep, can you hear me?
I can.
Yeah.
And I did get your photographs, and I will take care of that probably in the morning. Well, okay, it's 4th of July. Because I'm gonna be working tomorrow, so at least during the day. 75607 Louisville.
Yeah. Louisville, though, when I check, it doesn't have very many properties that go into foreclosure. Because to be honest, the market seems like it's so hot. It's actually no reason for anybody to be foreclosed on.
You're on the north side too.
You're right.
Northwest. You got 7 pre-foreclosures. You got 108 probates.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Let's see what your multis look like. I'm gonna go
When you
back.
say multi, what are you talking about?
Multiple motivations.
Oh, multiple motivations. Okay.
That looks like a vacant land. Vacant absentee owner. HOA lien and an absentee owner. Probate, HOA, absentee owner.
That hurts.
Probate absentee owner. Okay, I'm gonna pull the probate list for you.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna pull the multi. Let's see what your viability score. You only have 3. Okay. All right, where are we at? 7-5. 6-7. Because I'll be pulling more of these, so I want to keep them straight.
Okay.
You got a lot of people dying in that zip code up there. Is it an older neighborhood?
There seems to be a lot of neighborhoods in Louisville where the people are older.
Gotcha. And I'm just for giggles and grins, I'm going to go ahead and pull your probates too.
Okay. Like, do you think like the pre-foreclosures, like they would be on the list like under multi?
They could be, but it doesn't
Could
have to be. That's why
Right.
I merge the lists, and then I
Okay.
go to the top. There's a function up there and eliminate duplicates.
Okay.
Come on.
So according to this list, what is a zombie property?
How the best describe a zombie?
Is that like a
Basically, a zombie
rundown?
is some. Second,
Is that like a rundown property?
well, typically they are. Basically,
Okay.
remember back during the crisis, they got talking about zombie properties and oh, what was the word they used? Oh crap. Um, anyway, basically they were properties that were absorbed by the Federal Reserve. Okay.
Mm,
In other words, there was all these foreclosures coming in, and they wound up in these pools. But a bunch of them didn't sell, and the banks needed to get them off their books so they
mm-hmm,
could get money to come back and loan back out again. The Federal
mm-hmm,
Reserve worked them into the portfolio. All right. And then later on, they sold them off um, uh, in bulk. Does that make sense?
The actions make sense, but
Why they would do it?
no,
Don't
I,
know.
I got all of that why they do it, but why do they call them zombies? Are they really like
Because nobody owned, the federal, like, people like the Federal Reserve own them, and there's no real owner per se. I mean, technically, there's somebody on the books, but all the paper floats around and
Mhm.
it's empty and nobody's actually foreclosed on it. But the Federal Reserve or Vanguard or the other one,
Mhm.
they own the paper.
So why doesn't somebody list them and sell them?
Because it doesn't make any sense to do so. Because for them to foreclose on it, take it back, turn around and sell it, they lose their ass. They lose more money than they would just letting it kind of drift off. A lot of them have gotten into the point where they're actually donating to the city to do whatever they want to. Condemn them, tear them down, build something new. Habitat for
Mhm.
Humanity. That's where a lot of that property comes for habitat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, Brenda,
All
I
right.
think I've got you in the system.
Okay.
Brenda Dubay.
Yep, that's me.
There you go. On the way.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right, I've left somebody out.
Priscilla, do you have her numbers?
Yes, she did send them. I've got to find them.
You want my zip code?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what.
you
Oh,
texted those
08.
to me, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry. Got it. 08205.
Okay, I got my email.
Okay, good. All right, let me get this done. 08 205. Let's see. How do you pronounce that? Absicon?
It's Absecon and Galloway, but Galloway is the one I'm in.
Let's see what let it percolate. Yeah, 75. Oh, you got 22 pre-foreclosure. No probates. I find that no, no, no. No, well,
Why would
whatever.
that be, Todd? Why would it be 0? Just a mistake?
Maybe it's not pulling out of that particular zip code. It could be. All right, let's see. What did we have? 08205, 08205. Your precision.
Can you spell it? I can, I was always have trouble with your name.
I know, right?
It's Priscilla. It has an E, but it's fine.
Sorry. And this is
So what's the difference when you click on property data versus property and contact data?
oh, when I bring it up, it
Yeah.
will give me the contact data. It doesn't cost me anything. But the problem is I don't trust it. And I don't want to waste my time. I trust my batch skip and I'll pay the 9 cents and I don't care.
I see. Okay, I see.
Because when you get on the phone, you start talking to people, you don't want to waste time.
There wasn't many on there, is that right?
22.
So you just did that one section as opposed to,
And now I'm going back and pulling. Well, let's see what we have. A bunch of HOE liens. Viability score is good, but I'm gonna pull your multis.
Would that make sense in general for everybody, just because it's multiple reasons?
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'll pull anything you all want. I recommend you start out in your backyard, and when you get more comfortable, we can go up to other zip codes and other areas and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then, once you get comfortable doing it, if you will work these, actually work them and spend the time, an hour a day, 2 hours a day, or whatever, 4, 5, 6 hours a week, whatever. I will send you whatever you want.
Okay.
Like I said,
Love it, love it, love it.
I can pull 25,000 of these a month. So trust me, even with, I pull a bunch, but I'll be happy. I'm not gonna run
There's
out.
only so many hours in a day, Todd.
Exactly. Okay. You sent me your email. I have it somewhere right there. Chris Holmes. Gmail.
It's so hot in here. I don't know my audio is still on.
I had to race back here and get a shower. I've been out in the field all day long, and I tell you, I was grody. Okay, I got right. Multi-pre. All right, there they come.
All right, beautiful.
All right,
Thank you, Todd.
now,
David?
what town is that close to? You're kind of on the coast now.
Yeah, Atlantic City, I think, will have more distressed properties.
Uh-huh.
I'm close to Atlantic City. A Carpet City, I know they had a lot of distressed properties before.
Okay. Surprisingly, it's not what exactly I thought it would be. Only 20 pre-foreclosure, but multi is 308. Let's see what we have. Bank owned, shadow, tax liens, HOA liens. We got 165 in the viability, and that's the top 5%. Let's see what they look like. Probably investor owned. That's not bad.
That's a nice house.
Buy level.
Yeah.
Needs some work, but hey,
Mhm.
that's one. And that's a high viability.
$85,000. Wow.
Well, you're just gonna have areas like that.
Yeah.
You're used to you live in the hot toddy da stuff.
That would be 600 here.
Well, my house would be, probably on the East Coast, probably
Millions.
a mil plus at least,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they got shacks out in California. I mean, shacks. 600, 700 square foot. They're going $600,000 and it's run down. Needs a complete overhaul.
I don't know how that.
Anyway, like I said, I can pull whatever. So, like I said, once you get going and you get to talking to people, and let me ask a question because we are coming towards 8 o'clock. Moved everything.
Todd, did you do David
Am
too?
I
I
still
just want to
showing?
make sure you are, but did you do David too?
Yeah, I already got David.
All right. Okay.
You know David.
I know David.
He called.
David's being quiet tonight.
You know David.
There we go. There we go.
There you go.
There you
There
are.
you go.
Hey, Lynn, I'll tell you. Yeah, I got your email, Todd. And I'm familiar with PIN through Connected Investors also.
All right. Do you have
Appreciate it.
somebody that can let you in?
Pardon me?
Do you have someone that can let you in?
No,
All right.
I got a question before you go too, but you go ahead.
Oh, did you want me to pull some for you?
You know, I do, but we can do that later.
We can
But
do that tomorrow or something.
that's
Or
tomorrow. I
Friday
just
or
want to
something.
make sure now that everybody's got these, that they know what to do with them. That's all.
Okay.
Like this, like the steps, that's all.
They can do, you folks, everybody can do this the way you want it. Like I said, I am strongly, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm drawing a blank. Committed to bat, skip, trace because I know their track record and I've been using them for several years. I spent a lot of money with these people and their program has only gotten better as I've gone through time. Okay. I've had them, I pulled 5, 6, matter of fact, I pulled 1,500 lots one time and learning the hard way. Okay. These lots had addresses and I was getting like a 8% rate. And I called them up and said, hey, something's wrong. He says, oh, no. This is back when I first started. I wasn't
hold on.
skipping the mailing.
Yeah.
What's that, David?
I got a phone call.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Anyway, but I wasn't skipping because these were vacant lots and we're doing the build to rent on those. Anyway, what I'm a point in this is this, I did it incorrectly. I ran that property address that was the vacant lot and not the mailing address. Okay, when I went back and reran the mailing address, I got like a 97% hit rate. Okay. And but even then, some of those numbers are not going to be wrong. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find, let me search skipped.
If anybody has any questions, just let us know or put it in the chat so we can get you answered too.
Okay, this, can you still see this?
No.
Oh, I stopped sharing, my bad. Share screen. This is what you get when after it comes back skipped. Okay. Let me expand it out a little bit. You get their name, the address, all that stuff. And then here's the interesting thing. I get, is it on the DNC list? What they put a percentage score to it if they feel that this is 100% their mobile number. And then there's a mobile number. But this is great because then let's just take this line here so it's easy to see. They gave me a second number that they say that is roughly 95%. It could be the spouse, it could be a kid's number, whatever. If they have a landline, and a lot of people still do, at least in my area, they do. And they,
You know, you know what it's like in the middle of the country there.
well, I still have a landline, but it's unlisted, number one, and number two, only about 6 or 7, or actually closer to 10, have that number because at night, this thing stays in my office charging. All right. And I go to bed, and if it's an emergency, they call the house line because that's right next to the bed.
We got a question here from Priscilla. Could you send me the skip tracing mailing address, please? I'm not sure if she understands how this works.
Oh, hang on.
I'm
This
sorry, not the
right
mailing
here-
address, the zip code website. I mean, the website, zip tracing.
You're looking
zip
at it
code.
right here. This is the company I use. Let me log
Okay.
out.
APP.
I'm going to email it to you. Settle down.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Settle down.
Can you put the link in the chat?
Oh, did you? Oh, he did it. Okay.
No, I'm
Oh, I can
asking.
do that too.
Can you
Yeah,
put the
sure.
link in the chat?
Now you're asking me to work. Oh my gosh.
He just wants to talk.
I have to read. Oh, I
Where
did
did I
put it
do
in
that?
there.
How did I span this thing back out again? Lord have mercy.
Batchskiptracing.com. That's all you need to know.
Oh, that's what it's called? Facts. we go.
Backskip tracing. I'll put it in there.
How do you work this damn thing? Oh, Lord have mercy. Why can't I get to go back out?
And then we create an account on here.
Here's the chat right here. I can put it right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I just did. Make
Oh,
your
Okay. Now they are running a skip. Oh, hang on. They got a sale going on right now. Nobody skip anything yet. Instead of 9 cents, it's 7 cents. Let me find it.
Oh, look at that.
Batch. Man, why can't I find it? Can't find it. I don't know where I saw that though. I get so much stuff. I get WhatsApps, I get texts, I get all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, either way, that's what people can search for that. If
There is a coupon and it's 7 cents, I think up until July the 8th or 10th or something like that.
Okay. So everybody's got their list. They know how to skip trace it, and
And this is what you get back. This is what I wanted to show you though. Okay. Just follow this line. We got a second phone number, a third phone number if they have one, third, fourth, fifth. Some only, they go out so far. And sometimes we get emails, and we get a lot more emails than we would think. And we get emails, and they show the equity percentages. You can, if you know how to use an Excel spreadsheet, you could take and do your sorting that way. And I don't pursue anybody who has 10% equity or less. They can't even pay a commission on that. Okay. Well, it does depend on your price point too. But in my area, 10% or less, I'm not pursuing it.
you don't want to do that if it's under 10%
Yeah,
equity.
if they don't have at least 10% equity, unless it's a cash offer. But the part about it is right now,
That's on the listing side.
there's not a lot of short sales going on anymore.
Well, yeah.
The bank will do one. All right. But if they got some equity, they're going to try to get it. You know that. Fees, whatever. But when they get it back, this is pretty cool. And what I do is I always start out with the primary number that they feel is 100%. Now, keep in mind, you definitely want to sort these out. If you're using a CRM to send a text, you don't want to send a text to a landline. Okay, you're going to have to call that landline. So I sort them by mobile. And then I know I've got actually physical call, or I try to text. Most people today, they want to text versus a phone call. I send the text first. Say, hey, this is Todd. But sometimes I'll call and leave a voicemail and then text them afterwards. It's what works for you in your area. The same thing that works in Lipschitz, Indiana, doesn't work out on the East or West Coast. You have to find what works better. And like I said, if I can't get a hold of somebody and I know it's a really good property, all right, I'm door knocking.
So Todd, how do you see this working? So everybody's got their stuff. do you want to keep this meeting on Wednesdays at
Yes, I'm
7?
gonna come back on Wednesday at 7 o'clock again next week
And then everybody
and
can
talk to you, or
tell, like, where are we? What's happened? I think that'd be really great to have that for next
Yeah.
week. Give everybody a week to play.
yeah, figure it out. If you have questions, call me, please text me first, please. Okay.
Don't be calling him, because when you call him and he doesn't expect it, he answers like, hello, he's not happy.
Todd, could you send me the scripts?
Yes, I'll dig those out in the email. I'll get those emails. I'll find them and send them. I've been doing this crap so long. I'm not a teacher,
Can
per
you
se.
copy me on those scripts and I'll upload those as well for
Yeah.
everybody?
Sure. All right,
So
we're at
then
8
I'm
o'clock.
looking.
I'll stay as long as you want, but if you need to bounce, okay?
I just have a question. I'm looking through my list that you sent me, and I noticed that some of the properties, they have a viability score alongside a rating of A through F. So I'm just curious, like when you look at it like an A rating with a 3 versus an A rating with a 10, what does that tell you?
Let me see your list. I just ignore a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at? The probate or the I sent you two of the same thing. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's probate. The motivation is probate. And I'm just curious as to, it goes the
Here
A.
comes the second one. I sent you two of the same thing. What did you tell me?
Oh, because I just opened the first one and started looking at it.
Okay. So anyway, let me take a look at it right here. And okay. Grade A, viability. What you want about viability is you want to get as close to 50 as you can. It depends on the location. I really don't pay any attention to this. As an agent trying to get a cash offer,
Right.
okay, I'm probably not going to buy it, all right, unless it's a lower end property, 100 and a quarter or less. Then I can assign it. If you want a wholesale, you can, but you must check with your state broker on what their rules are when it comes to wholesale. Okay, you can do it. There was a big stink, and a bunch of agents were threatening to leave that were strong producers in this space. All right, and they made them change it, and they did. Otherwise, they were getting the hell out. Okay.
They're
So
still here though.
check with your state. Make sure that yes, you can, but whatever your brokers, what is it? Compliance, the state compliance. Okay. Get with them, talk to them. Hey, if that's what you want
Actually,
to
talk
do.
directly to your broker.
Oh, do
Don't
your
go to
broker.
CCA or analyst, go right to the broker.
Okay. That's cool. But anyway, more than likely, you're going to try to get them a cash offer. And if you can't get them an acceptable cash offer, you're going to want to try to talk them into getting it listed. Okay. Even if they want to do an exclusive agency, I don't care. That's fine. Slap the sign in the yard. Get the sign in the yard. Okay. I mean, no, I want exclusive right. But if they insist on an agency, if they find a buyer, fine. Who cares? Get the sign in the yard. And find a buyer. Bring them the cash offer.
Okay, I think I got lost. No,
Yeah,
it sounds
analysis, Brenda. Don't worry about all the details. It's okay. Just to have conversations.
but it sounded like you said if go find the ones with viability score of 50, and then
If they're in your area, yeah. If they're not, don't worry about it. Just go get them. Now, let's look at your I got one of yours up right now. What am I in?
Well, yeah, I'm
new
looking at a
program.
lot of these. I'm looking at a lot of these addresses, and I know some of these streets,
Mhm.
but they don't necessarily have a viability score of 50.
Don't worry about it. You're
Just
you're
go
hung
anyway.
you're hung up on that part of it. This is probate. All right.
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you, 25+%, probably closer to 50, probably well, at least 40.
Uh-huh.
25 to 40% of these, when these people get these, when they actually take possession out of probate, all right,
Right.
they're going to sell it. And sometimes they
Right.
sell it during probate. Okay. And
Right.
it's just a matter of the judge signing off on it. Okay.
Okay.
But the bottom line is this is a wonderful list to have. Okay. But you
Right.
need to be very delicate when you're talking to the people because they did
Right.
lose someone. Okay.
It's
Okay.
emotional.
It
Yeah.
is an emotional thing. That's why when I say, hey, would you consider an offer on your property? And then, oh, well, that was anti so and so. And oh, I'm really sorry. I really didn't realize that you showed up on one of my lists to give you a call, but it didn't really say, why if somebody may potentially want to sell it, you know
Okay.
plead ignorance and apologize and then say, hey, I understand, but by chance, if you do want to sell in the future, please keep my number or I can reach back out to you, that type of thing,
Okay.
kind of
All right.
non-pressure, just, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. But if you do change your
Passion.
mind or you do want to list it or sell it, I might be able to help you out. I don't know.
Okay.
That
All
type.
right.
You
All
build
righty.
The
So I
best
Yeah.
thing in these things is to build the relationship. Okay.
Leah, did you have a question? I saw you unmuted.
yes, I do have a question. So the first step would be to have someone agree to sell their home off this list and then put it in express offers to try to find a cash buyer.
I try to do that first. Okay.
Okay. All right, I just
But
want to make sure I have it clear.
but you want to go into, matter of fact, let me show you this. Why? If
I,
anybody else needs to bounce, it's okay. Let me go into express offers real quick.
and I started that training with Open Door. I think I need to watch it again.
Oh shit, what is my password? I don't even remember.
There it is.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah, a lot of these homes are truthfully within a mile to 2 miles from me, and I drive by these streets all the time.
Well, there you go. Now you have a destination.
I
no joke.
definitely
While you're out
do.
running around,
Go say hi.
I will.
All right, let's do, since you were asking,
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes.
Okay. This is buy boxes, and let's just narrow it down to the county that you're talking.
Atlantic County.
Atlantic, okay. This thing's bugging me. Get out of my way. No, we want to do all.
Hi, bye. Hello. How was work? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, busy? All right, yeah. Everybody getting their beer for the 4th of July?
You only have one in Atlantic County.
Yes, there was a car that
You're a
come up.
fixer and
No.
flipper, 1 to 2 million. Here's all the counties they do. Single family, multi-duplex, square foot range 100. Can't have subdivisions with lease restrictions. Light, medium, moderate, heavy, they'll do it all. They want to purchase 70 to 85% of ARV. And you know what ARV is, right? After repair value.
Mhm.
Okay. So 85, if it's what, $100,000 home, they want to be able to buy it for 85,000 minus the repairs. Okay,
Yes.
so you've got to kind of look at it. So you're going to submit all the pictures, and you're going to give your opinion of value. You're going to, what's that, Lynn? It's only one.
That just means someone uploaded one,
There was only
or
one
it was
buyer in
one
your
buy.
area.
Oh, I see.
Okay, but oh, here you go. But here we go. Let me go back. Okay, are we still in Atlantic City? I'm just going to do Atlantic City. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
look at this. Now I'm going to move things around. Here's this property. Now watch this. This one particular property. When I come down, I slide down on this side here, and I click. Look at there. Those are flippers. In that little area right there. Giorgio,
See your
Joseph
cursor.
Giorgio.
Where are you?
But
I'm on my PIN program. Here's another one. Pneumones Georgina. They're a flipper.
When you're saying they're flippers, are they houses that have been flipped, or what does that mean exactly?
They're flipping. These are recent flips that they did.
Recent,
Bought
okay.
them, fixed them up, flipped them out. Now, here's another interesting thing. Rentals.
yeah, I know that's heavy in Atlantic City and Galloway.
There's no rental people in this area.
Oh.
This has to be wrong. This can't be right.
Yeah, most of that area in Atlantic City is rented. It's a lot of investors.
It's something's wrong. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It had to do it. It had to repercolate. Let's take a look. Oh shit! There's rentals everywhere.
Mhm.
All right. How comes is it not a state? Huh.
That's a vacant lot. They flipped a vacant lot.
Interesting.
Rent a vacant lot.
No, say flip.
Oh,
Is it? Oh, let's say nearby properties.
Anyway, let me go back.
but these that are flipped and these that are rentals, what does that do for everybody?
Anyway, what I'm trying to point out to you is, for example, we want to express offers. Okay.
Mhm.
And in this particular area, in express offers, there's only one. In my area, there's like 15, okay, maybe 20. Okay. Some of them buy land, some of them want to just fix and flips, someone want to buy and hold. Okay, and they have very specific criteria. My point is that if you get something working with someone and you say, hey, Todd, I need more options. I can take that address, I can look it up and do just what I did. I can find the buyers, the fixers and flippers in those areas. I can also find the people who own rentals that might want to pick up another one. Okay. I can give you the information. I'm not going to do your work for you. You're going to have to seek them out.
Mhm.
Okay. But I would be more than happy. You get somebody on the phone, they're willing to do a deal, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Give me the address. I'll look it up. I'll find the fixers, flippers, and buyers and holders and sellers and whatever in that area. And I'll be happy to send them to you.
Okay.
You can reach out to them. Hey, I got something. And hey, if you don't have this thing locked up and you're just in a conversation, all right, do not give them the address. Just ask them if you're looking, they will steal it all day long. Okay? Don't learn the hard way. They will. Trust me.
And
Okay?
also, Priscilla, it'll be step by step. All kinds of scenarios will happen, and we'll do this every week. So when
Yeah.
something comes up, like, what do I do now? So it's, if you're just starting this, it's baby steps at this point. Just get through the list, do the skip tracing, and just start having conversations.
Okay,
And all kinds of things will happen. And
Yeah, you start having those conversations, like I said, at 123 Main Street and, wherever, New Jersey, somewhere in New Jersey. I'll look up that address and then I'll find the people in the area and I'll send them to you. All
okay.
right. You
Thank
can
you.
call them, ask them, hey, you looking to pick up another rental? Are you looking to for another fixer and flipper in whatever zip code?
you'll find your groove. You'll find your rhythm with it.
So
I've worked with investors in the past.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question really quick. So the calendar that we have that's pinned on the Brokers Without Borders work page, is this the link to all of the Zooms?
So are you all of a link to the Zooms?
All of the
That
Zoom
we do.
meetings, like there's weekly Zoom meetings, like every day there's a meeting, like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30. And I just could never find the link to get on. I'm just wondering, is this the link to the meeting?
All right, I have to pull that down, and we're gonna do it twice a week now, because
Oh.
everybody wasn't, it was
Oh,
sitting there by ourselves during the morning, so I'm gonna change that, but the link is always bwbandme.com. That's always the,
okay. Thank
it
you.
will be from here on out.
yeah, let's get that updated, Lynn, over the weekend.
Yeah, I'll do
and
that
then,
first thing tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's the 4th, Friday, is a play day. Let's say by Monday, it'll be updated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
And I plan on doing this every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And then it will be recorded if you can't make it. If you want to come and you can't make it, it'll be recorded on the YouTube channel, and you just go back and listen to it while you're driving, or watch it if you want to watch it.
And yeah, so it's Brokers Without Borders on YouTube, and everything is broken down by different sections. So all of this is up there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so message. Thanks, Todd. I will get right on my list after the holiday. I do have an extensive investor list, so yeah, I'm excited. I have to jump off. Trying to catch Staples before they close for the holiday. Happy 4th. That's from Bob. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for spending some time with us. And as always, thank you, Todd, that we can all pick your brain.
Oh, if I can help you in any way, I will. Please. Like I said, if you need to, if you get into something and you don't know how to deal with it, or you've never dealt with it before, text me first, please. Then I'll be happy to talk to you, and we'll work through it. And Lynn will too. Lynn, she's been around the block a time or two, just like me. So
Yeah, but this is his thing. I always go to you when I have questions about this anyway. Okay,
Nice.
well, we'll see you next Wednesday, everybody. Thank you.
It's just simple. It's just talking to people. You talk to people like they were, all the slang, but like they were your friend. It's very simple.
Well, thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
See you next Wednesday.
Sounds
Thank you.
good. Thanks, dear.
Hit stop recording.